Hi, Hi, mechanics. It's your sparkly racing cat, Owen Aeon. Did I have something else? Yo, just got out of commercials. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Hello, Hux. Hello, Weatherman. Hello, everybody. Oh my God, my brain isn't working. I'm so sorry. Hello, everybody. Hello, all the lurkers. Hello, everybody. Yeah. So, as far as the commercials go, I do 3 minutes of commercials at the start of the stream to prevent anyone from getting pre-roll ads when they join the stream. So basically, I run my intro for like 5 minutes and then bump out of it and start yapping. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for joining me. I know it's been an exciting summer so far. Everyone's getting out there. Everybody's doing things. A lot of people are streaming, but I appreciate you showing up and hanging out with me tonight. So thanks so much. Thank you. I hope you all had a good weekend. I had a really good weekend, really exhausting weekend, but a really good weekend. Jordan, hello, my number 15 brother out here. I'm good. How are you, my friend? I'm doing well. I'm still tired. I'm still recovering from a weekend. So we're going to talk about that tonight. But first off, it's a new week. We've got a new schedule up. This one's a little more open than usual. I've got tonight. We're gonna be yapping about my trip. It'll be a short little stream where I show some pictures and all that. Had your best oval race ever? How about you? Oh man, that's amazing. I think some of my best races too have been ovals. I think I want to do more ovals on stream. Probably not Indy ovals because those are like one and done if you crash out. But I'd like to do some more NASCAR ovals on stream. Maybe I'll do that next week. We yap. Yeah, thanks so much for joining. A big UK showing here, I see, between Jordan and Hux. That's awesome. It's got to be late for you guys. It's like 2 a.m., isn't it? All right, so schedule for the week. Tonight, yapping about my trip to New York City, the Big Apple. Thursday, we're going to be doing Celeste. I finally picked up Celeste in the summer Steam sale. I'm really bad at platformers, so we're gonna see how that goes. But I think as a platformer, it's like pretty forgiving through most of the games. So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm a little sleepy, but want to join in for a bit. Thank you. Yeah, I'll make it short tonight. Don't worry. And then on Sunday, we're gonna try out BeamNG Drive. BeamNG Drive, the famous crash physics simulation game. Race car go crunch. That should be fun. I've been wanting to try that for a long time. I just never got around to buying it. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then like Friday and Saturday, I'm leaving open just because the weather is really nice right now where I am. So I kind of want to give myself space to like go outside, touch grass, and do stuff. But I might end up doing like a guerrilla stream or two. We'll see. I got a lot of games on the back burner that we can play and get back to. So yeah. All right. So let's get into my trip. Boom. All right. So, and I got my little cat pointer here. I can move this around, point at stuff. Yeah. So, a few months ago, I saw that one of my favorite musicians, Mystery Skulls, was going to be coming back to New York City, for his latest concert series. So, bought the ticket. Back in, I don't know, it was like March or April it was like March or something, get the time off and all that, prepare for it. So nice to go on a Friday night to see my boy Lewis, Mystery Skulls, down at the Racket in Chelsea. It's like the west side of New York. Really cool venue. I got pictures and videos coming up, and I splurged. I got preferred viewing mechanics. Ooh, fancy. It's not quite VIP tickets, but it's close. So it's like no extra frills, like no like meeting, no meeting like the band, like none of the behind the scenes stuff, but really just like better seats. So I wasn't like down in the pit with the kids getting like elbowed and thrown around. I'm beyond that now. I got really nice like quasi VIP area off to the side, very close to the stage, a really good view. I'm short. I'm a short king. I'm like 5'5", so like getting stuck in general admission I always get stuck behind someone who's like 6'5", and it sucks because I like always have a hard time seeing the stage. So I was really, really happy to get some seats, an area where I could just stand in and just like vibe and have a good time and not have to like try and look over people's heads. So that was really cool. So more to come on that. I just wanted to show you the ticket because like who the hell does paper tickets anymore, right? Like everything's on the phone, but this is like this might be the last paper ticket like I ever get for a show. Anyway, all right, so this was a Friday night show, so I went down on Friday night and stayed in this cool hotel just north of Chelsea, so around 35th Street, 36th Street, at the southern tip of what they used to call Hell's Kitchen, but it's now the Hudson Yards area. So I stayed around Hudson Yards. This was a really cool hotel. They had a nice like bar in the lobby. They had a couple of restaurants. They had a restaurant like going out in the back patio, and there was like another bar on the rooftop, which I got to go to and hang out for a little bit before the show, which was really nice. And yeah, everyone, staff was really friendly. It was a nice clean hotel experience. I enjoyed this one. And this was the room, so I got myself a nice big queen bed, and it's a really cool vibe. It's got like these wood floors here that are like raised up a little bit, and then the mattress kind of sits right on the wood, so it's more of a, wouldn't call it a Japanese style, but more of a, like low to the floor style, modern style. And yeah, it was just like a really, really cute room, not a ton of frills, but like really, really cozy. The view wasn't great. It was basically just like another apartment building out the window. So it was like not much to look at, but like, it was nice. It was nice. So that was cool. And then the first place I went, I came in around lunchtime or it was probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon by the time I checked into the hotel and looked around a little bit. So I went for pho. I got New York City pho. And this was like, I don't know, a couple blocks east, not too far. Oh my God, it was delicious. It was so good. It was so good. And this was like very much, it wasn't a hole in the wall place, but it was definitely like a, just no, again, like I keep saying no frills, but really like no frills. You walk in, there's like one dude working the whole place, and he's just like, all right, where you want to sit? And then you just sit, and then he's like, all right, here's the menu. And then he stands there and he waits, and you're like, I want this. And he's like, okay. And then he just like goes in back, and then like literally 5 minutes later, comes out with the pho. I got brisket and I got 2 meats. Anyway, I got 2 meats. Really, really good. Really tasty. Had to dump in a bunch of bean sprouts, of course, because you can't eat pho without the bean sprouts. And I also got a fried duck roll. Yeah, fried duck roll. And that was really, really good. Almost was too much food, but I think for me, I hadn't eaten that day yet. It was really hungry, doing a lot of traveling, riding the train and walking to the hotel and all that. And that was delicious. Yeah. So like a lot of the food I had this weekend, really, really good. I try and get food that you normally can't get outside of the city or like where I live, right? It's like when you go to a city, you want to eat things that like you really can't get anywhere else, or you want to have an experience that you can't have anywhere else. And I do have like pho places near me, but like I wanted New York City pho. And this was good. This was the shit. I love this. The broth was really, really tasty. Just look at that photo. It's so good. Oh my God. And the bowl was like huge. Like the photo doesn't really do it justice, but I think you can tell with like the size of the chopsticks there and the spoon, like the bowl is like really wide. So it was good. It was a lot of broth, a lot of noodles. Very, very good. I didn't eat all the broth because like that's just too much. That's just too much. And then I went somewhere that I've been before. I went to Poster House, which is it's a newer museum. It just opened up like a year ago. Where was it? Kind of around, I want to say 7th and 23rd or something like that. And it's a museum just for posters. So they have a lot of travel posters, and most of them are New York City themed because it's in New York City, right? So they have like posters from like the World's Fair, the New York World's Fair. They have travel posters from like different airlines about like going to New York City and showing you like what attractions there are in there. They even have like they have other exhibits. I mean, it's a very small museum. I think it's only like $12 to get in. It's very small, but you can spend a good like 2 hours there just looking around and like admiring the posters and reading about the history and stuff. But yeah, so it's like the main gallery they have, it's all like travel posters, and the majority of them are New York City themed. And then they have like a downstairs area where they have, you know, like a rotating exhibit. So the exhibit that's been going on is highlighting like a graphic designer who did a lot of famous movie posters. I forget her name, but she did like the Silence of the Lambs poster, the Nutty Professor, Isle of Dogs, Truman Show. So, you know, she's like pretty famous. She did a lot of those. So they had that going on downstairs. And they also had this first one here. This is like part of like an environmentalist poster section, highlighting, you know, environmentalist movements over the last like 40, 50 years. And this one was really cool. I really like this skull piece here. This is awesome. Yeah, so going back to it. Yeah, so they had these like World's Fair posters, which are really cool. I took a lot of photos of all different posters, but I'm just showing you some of the coolest ones. I definitely recommend, if you're in Manhattan, definitely checking this museum out, because it's really easy to get to. It's really cheap, and you can kill like a good 2 hours there checking it out. This was a really nice poster I really like. So this is from an airline, Belgian World Airlines, and this is like a New York City skyscape painting here. I think this was from like the 60s. Yeah. So there's a lot of really, really cool pieces of art at Poster House. I want, if Babinka's here, Babinka, you should go here. If you're ever in New York City again, you should go to Poster House. It's a really cool little place. Here's some more posters. These were some airlines posters. So again, it's like showing off like what's really cool about New York City. You got the UN building there. You got like some of the skyscrapers you can see from Central Park and all that. Yeah, really, really cool. Definitely recommend checking them out. This was the view of Hudson Yards from close to like where my hotel was. This is, so Hudson Yards, it's like a newer development in New York City. I think they finished it in like 2018. What they did was they're building over the old train yard on the west side of the city in Hell's Kitchen, and they're basically building on top of it. So before it was like open air, and you could see like from, you know, a helicopter or from up high, you could see that like there's just this giant train yard with like 50 different tracks, and they're all filled with like trains and stuff like that. They sold the air rights over it, and now they're building these skyscrapers and mega structures on top of the rail yard. So they've covered about half of it now, and it's just like these gigantic skyscrapers, including one which is called 30 Hudson Yards, which is this one up here, the peak at the top. There's a walkway out here, open air. It's called The Edge. And on the edge, you can literally walk out, and it's totally encased in like glass windows that are like 10 feet high, but you can literally look out all over the entirety of Manhattan and see the entire island. Like all of New York City is visible from there. It's expensive to go up there. It's like $48 or $50 a ticket, but I think it's worth doing once if you want to have like a really good view of the city. And they don't like, I think they let you just hang out up there for as long as you want, as long as it's not super crowded. Of course, they try and lure you in with like other stupid attractions. Like there's like a champagne bar up there, or it's like champagne is like $20 a flute or something ridiculous. But yeah, it's just really cool to go up there and look out of. I didn't go this time because I already went there like last year, and had a really good time. But like I was just like, yeah, I've done that already. I don't need to spend $50 to do that again. But yeah, it's like really crazy. Like there's these huge skyscrapers, there's shopping, there's like art installations. There's this art installation called The Vessel, which some of you may or may not know. I'll show you a photo of that. So this is just another view of Hudson Yards. This is from the roof of my hotel, where I had a rooftop bar on top that I went to, and it was fun. It was like a cute little tiki bar. They had like the hotel had like a voucher for like a free cocktail if you went up there. So I was like, oh, free cocktail. All right, let's go. So I went up there, got my free like tropical margarita, had a margarita, had a little bit of hummus. Then I had another margarita, and I was just enjoying the view and just vibing. It was really, really nice. So yeah, you can see more of the Hudson Yards skyscrapers from here. There's the edge up there. So when I say open air, like it really is open air. You can even probably make out like a couple of people standing up there. So that's really cool. And then there's the Empire State Building over here. And that was just like a really nice view. Really, really cool. Here's some of the hummus I got at the bar, the rooftop bar. This was really good. It was really different from the kind of hummus I make or I'm used to, which has like, I usually put in like a lot of garlic, and this didn't have much garlic in it, but it had like some spicy pepper, or it had some tomato here, like a tomato puree, and then some jalapenos on top. And there was also this like funky kind of cucumber with like oil and salt on it, which was really tasty. And then pita bread. That was good. That was like a good snack, because like I had the pho, and then I was like, well, I'm not hungry, but like I don't want to just like go to this bar, get a free drink, and then like leave. Right? Like I need something to kind of go with it. So the hummus here was really, really good. I love these cute plates too. It was just really kind of cute, and the tables had this brown tile that you could see like anywhere, but it was just kind of funky little tiki bar. It was just kind of fun. So this is one of the coolest things I did not know about this area of New York City. So I'd been to Hudson Yards before, but I'd never seen this walkway. So this walkway is called the High Line. This has been in development since like, I think it was announced in like 2003, and they worked on it for like years and years. And I don't think they finished until they started building the Hudson Yards area. But basically what it is it's what they call a linear park. So this used to be a train line for a very old defunct railway that ran up through Chelsea and Hell's Kitchen. And what they did was they turned the rail line into a park that you can walk. So you can walk. It starts up at Hudson Yards, and then it runs all the way down to Chelsea Market, which is like a really cool little mall marketplace in Chelsea. So it's like a really, really nice walkway. It gets a little crowded on the weekends, but it's still a lot of fun. There's a lot of greenery. There's like little art installations along the way. There's even like plenty of seating. Like there's plenty of benches to sit down on and just kind of enjoy that part of the city and look around and people watching all that. That was really fun to walk. So I walked that in the afternoon, and then on Saturday I got to walk that in the evening as well. And that the evening walk was really, really nice because it was around sunset. The lights were coming on. It was getting like really pretty. So yeah, it was cool. This is Chelsea Market. So Chelsea Market is probably about not as far south as I went, but this is right around where the venue was for the show. So we're still on Friday here. So from the start, I got off the train, I went to the hotel, I got pho, and then I went to the bar and had a couple of drinks. And then I was like, all right, time to go to the concert, right? So I walked down to Chelsea Market, which is like right across the street from where the venue was. And this is really cool. I've never been here before. So it's an indoor marketplace. It's basically a mall, but they have like a lot of really good places to eat. There's like bookstores. There's like, clothing stores. They have a candy shop in there. There's like a couple of bars, donuts. Hey, Blinded Eye. Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. Man, we're already 3 months in. Crazy. So crazy. Yeah, so, and it's just like really pretty in here. Like there's a lot of cute decorations. The lighting's good. It's just like a really good vibe. It's a really good vibe. Where's the time gone? I don't know, man. I'm like, holy shit, it's mid-July already. Where did the summer go? But yeah, the architecture here is really cool. I don't even know like how old this market is. I assume it's like probably from early 1900s. The wood flooring here is crazy. I imagine this probably used to be an industrial building of some sort. I should probably look up the history of it because I'm actually kind of interested. I didn't even notice the floor. I didn't notice this like wood floor. That's crazy. But yeah, so like I went there, I stopped and got some candy. I had like a what was it? I had a crunch bar. No, I had some kind of candy bar, and it was like Twix crossed with Kit Kat. Yeah, it was like a Kit Kat, a Twix Kit Kat or something like that. It was so good. And there was just, you know, just like fun shopping there. There was like a little Japanese like gift shop with like all kinds of like imported tchotchke goods and lots of like rice bowls and things like that. And they had these like Korean ass pens. they're just squishy butts, right? Like we got a bunny here, we got a bear here, we got a unicorn, and their butts are just squishy. So if you want pens, or there's a dinosaur there too. Looks like the dinosaur one is really popular. Yeah, you want squishy dumpy pens? This is where you go to get your squishy dumpy pens. You go to Chelsea Market and you go to the Japanese gift shop. It's really cute. So yes, I did squish the butt. I forget which one I squished, but I squished one of them. Oh, looks like they're actually mechanical pencils now that I look at it. This one says 0.5. So I think it's like 0.5 size graphite or something. That's crazy. Yeah. Squishy ass pens. So good. There was also like a Lucky Cat display here. Look at all those fucking Lucky Cats. I should have bought one of these. I just didn't have anywhere to put it, right? I was like only wearing my pants and I didn't have like a bag on me, and I was gonna go to a concert, so I was like, I don't really want to buy anything now. I could go back and buy it later. Rivians. Where's Rivians? Were you talking about the butts, or were you talking about the Lucky Cats? Yeah, those Lucky Cats are so cute. Let's play that again. The cats. Oh, cat. Yeah, Rivian's the cat. Space cat. Look at him go. Just bobbing. I wonder if they were solar powered or battery powered. I didn't even look. I assume they're probably solar powered because they were just going all day. They also had like, I love subversive shit like this. Like, you know, those socks that are just like, ugh, fuck me. You know, those kinds of socks. Well, now they have these dish towels. They have these dish towels. The brand is Blue Q, and they have things like, fuck, I love cheese, and do one thing every day that scares your family. People, I love cats. There was one down here. It was just like a man in an apron, like cooking, and it says, "I'll feed all you fuckers." I love subversive crap like that. I just like the illustrations too. They're just really cool and cute. I like the hangry one with this wolf, and he's just like ready to eat. I'm so hangry. So good. That stuff makes me smile. Anyway, so after I got bored of that, I went over to the concert hall, or yeah, the venue, which is right across the street. What a nice little venue. So this is Racket in Chelsea. This is a nice venue. Very clean. Big floor here. They've got a second floor up here. And they have plenty of bars. So they have a bar on each side of the main floor, and then another bar on the second floor. And again, I got preferred viewing tickets. So we had this enclosed like VIP area here with the bouncer. And it was just really, really easy and convenient. It was right next to the bar. I have like a bladder the size of a thimble, so I had to go to the bathroom like 3 times because I just kept drinking. But it was so worth it. It was so much fun. Really, really enjoyed this venue, and we're right there. Like the stage is like right there, so we're really close. And this did not fill up at all. They only I don't know if they maxed out on tickets, but like there were probably only like 20 people in the VIP area with us. So like we were not crowded at all. Everyone could find a place to sit. Everyone could kind of dance. They had a lot of room to dance in and vibe and stuff. Really, really enjoyed this. Had a really good time at the show. The bar had some themed drinks for the evening. So we had 3 themed drinks. We had the Ghost, which is vodka and Red Bull, which I will never drink that. That's disgusting. The Future, which is tequila, ginger beer, and lime juice. which actually sounds pretty good. I didn't go for that though. I went for the cheap option, which is the losing my mind, which is bourbon, Coke, and lime juice. I had a sweet tooth at this point because I had pho, I had hummus, and all that, and I was like, I want something sugary. I need to get my blood sugar up because I was like, I didn't sleep well the night before. I actually woke up pretty early and I couldn't go back to sleep, so I needed some sugar. So I got the bourbon, Coke, and lime juice, which was good. It was a good drink. And I didn't get another one after that. I got a couple of other drinks. What I have, I had a whiskey sour after that, and then I had a gin and tonic. Yeah. They're all really good. The bartender was really sweet. I liked her. She knew how to mix the drinks very well. This is here, let me mute for a sec. So I took a bunch of videos of the concert, and I know you guys don't want to sit here and watch me play like 20 minutes of concert videos. I also don't want to be that guy that has his phone out the whole time. But like I was just having such a good time. I wanted a few videos of like my favorite songs. So I think this is Ghost. I think this is the start of Ghost. So we'll play that real quick, and it's only like 30 seconds. And you can hear me in the background drunk singing to this. So I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The crowd was bumping. Crowd was really into it. Yeah. This time. Oh no, I can hear myself drunk singing in the background. Oh, it was so much fun. It was such a good show. I was like, I think that's probably the most fun I've ever had at a show before. And it was just like everything came together really well. It was Friday night. I had like a really good time before this, just like walking around, shopping, like getting food, getting drinks, and then like having really good tickets in like an area that was like I was guaranteed to like not get in a fight with anyone, because like half the time I go to shows, like people just like bump and push me around, and I'm just like, no, fuck you. Get out of my way. So it's like, yeah, I can get a little cheeky during concerts, but yeah, this was a really good vibe. I had such a good time. Really fun. And then I took a few other videos. So the set list was really good. Actually, the openers were really good too. We had like one guy, a DJ who's like a friend of Lewis. I can't remember his name. I feel bad. But the other opener was Snowblood, and she's collabed with Lewis before. She sung on a couple of his songs on the albums. I think they were like dating at one point or something. She was really good. I don't even know how to describe her music. It's just like poppy kind of fuck you music, and she's got a really good vibe. Yeah. Really cool. Like she had this like kind of punky outfit with like a really big skirt, and like she had like the fan right on here, and it was like blowing up her skirt the whole time. So she had this vibe of just like floating around and kicking ass. Really cool. Anyway, she came out for I think this is the last song before the encore. This is Dancing Queen. This is an ABBA cover. So he covered Dancing Queen. They did a duet, and the disco ball came on, and it was just magic. It was so magic. It was so good. Really like that. And then he came out for the encore after that. Just one song he played, and I could not believe it when I heard it. He played fucking Eye to Eye from the Goofy movie. He played Powerline at the fucking encore. I was just like, no fucking way. Like the crowd like lost their shit. It was like the most millennial thing you've ever seen. And like you know this kind of crowd, it's like they're all millennials, right? They're all like 30 somethings. they all grew up watching like the Goofy movie in the 90s. And yeah, it was really good. I did get a video of it. I feel bad now. I'll play it on here when we get to the end. I'll play it when we get to the end because I don't want to fuck up the rest of my foot. Well, actually, hold on. Let me just pull it in now because now I want to watch it again. Hold on. I got this. I got you, fam. Yeah, here it is. Here, let me just shove it in the browser here. Whoop. Spoilers. Let's see if... Can I just do this? Yeah, here we go. I hope I don't get copyright strike for this. Whatever. So good. I'm still a big fan of this movie. I haven't watched it in a long time, but that was, yeah, definitely a peak childhood movie. Oh, the sound came out really good on my phone. But yeah, that was super good. The set list was good. He played like all his bangers. Well, not all of them. He has a lot of bangers, but he played like some of the big ones. He played a few off the new album, which I like. I've only listened to the newest album like once or twice, so I couldn't remember the words, but it's pretty good. Yeah, you do need to see him. He's great. And the vibe of the crowd is really good too, because everyone's chill. It's not super crazy. Yeah, so awesome show. Had a really good time. Definitely, like, I haven't been to a show in a while. I think it's been like at least a year and a half. So it was good to like get back into it, and I'm kind of feeling like I should go to more small shows in the city and do that kind of thing more again. So after that, I was pretty wasted, but I was hungry. So I kind of like meandered up a couple streets, and there was a chicken place I found on my phone, and they had like, I don't remember what they had. I remember looking at the menu and seeing like they had like a big thing of fried chicken, not fried chicken. It was, chicken drumsticks and chicken wings covered in sauce, and you got to pick like 2 different sauces, and like literally the meal, it was just chicken. So I got and it was past the kitchen wasn't closed yet, but it was past like seating time, but you could still do takeout because I think it was like 12:30. Yeah, but they weren't closing until 1. So I grabbed like 2 boxes of chicken and then just like walked back to my hotel with like 2 boxes of chicken. And that was fucking delicious. I kind of wanted to hang out here more. It seemed like a pretty cool bar. Might go back there someday. Oop. So after I got white girl wasted and grabbed my chicken, went back to the hotel, I sat down and I put cable TV on because I don't pay for cable TV. So I always like to, when I go to hotels, I like to see like, oh, what are they showing on the cable these days? And I literally just turned it on. It was on like, I think Comedy Central, and it was Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, and I'd never seen it before. Actually, what a good movie. It was actually really funny. I think the plot is like Beavis and Butthead are trying to score as usual, and they like get recruited into NASA and become astronauts, but they like fuck everything up. And it's just, yeah, it's a Beavis and Butthead Mike Judge movie. It's pretty good. So I ate my chicken. I ate my delicious chicken with all the sauce, and got sauce all over my nice t-shirt, which I now have to get the stains out of. and I watched Beavis and Butthead, and then I showered, and then I collapsed and conked out. Next day, so this is Saturday. So Saturday, I went to a little bakery up in Hudson Yards, and they had this really good goat cheese and spinach bread, which was so tasty. After a night of like drinking and concert and all that, having this in the morning was really, really good. That was delicious. I think I got an iced coffee too. Oh, so motherfucker, it was so hot this past weekend in the city. And like, when I say hot, I'm talking about the humidity mostly, because like it's normal summer weather. It's basically like, if you don't live in the Northeast, summers are basically like almost always like high 80s, low to mid 90s. So it was definitely like high 80s on Friday and humid, like really humid. Saturday was low 90s, 90% humidity. 90 mechanics, I'm not kidding, 90% humidity. It was so fucking muggy. I was so disgusted with myself the entire time. Literally, Saturday, I'm not even joking. You know how I say like, oh, I take 9 showers because I like to be clean and never sweaty and always like cute. Saturday, I literally took 4 showers. I did. I brought a couple changes of clothes, extra changes. I wish I had brought even more changes of clothes because it was that disgusting. So basically every time I like went out and did something and came back to the hotel, I would like shower. It was terrible. It was so bad. I was so sweaty. So like diving and ducking into air conditioning at any possible opportunity was kind of what I needed to do. Especially after a night of like drinking and dancing and stuff like that. But yeah, this breakfast, this was really good. I really like this cheese, goat cheese and spinach, really good. And then they had monkey bread too. So monkey bread, I don't know exactly what goes in it, but it's like poppy, like absolutely covered in poppy seeds and a sugar glaze. And then it's like very fruity on the inside. I can't remember. It wasn't like a peach flavor, but it was definitely like a very fruity inside. Yuzu? Yeah, I think it was yuzu. So it was like yuzu flavored, just like sticky and tasty. And you pull it apart, and it was like, oh, so good. So I had a few pastries. I had a nice iced coffee. I was drinking a lot of iced coffee that weekend because it was just so hot. And then I went back to Hudson Yards after breakfast because I wanted to do a little shopping. Kill some time. I visited the Vessel. So I've been here before. In the center of Hudson Yards, there's this art installation here. It's called the Vessel. And basically it's just a bunch of staircases to nowhere. And it like grows as it goes up. So it gets like wider, and it's very, very shiny. So it has this like very shiny copper looking bottom. Thank you so much, Saribot. I appreciate it. It is closed off, unfortunately. Was it content warning, suicide? Several people have jumped off of this and perished. I think 2 or 3. And they decided that it was just too much of a risk. And they don't have the security to really like contain people from doing that. So they have closed it off. They are opening it back up slowly. I think you have to get tickets 2 weeks in advance. So they have to kind of like vet you and make sure it's not like a spur of the moment, like, oh yeah, I'm just going to go walk up here and, you know, jump off. But it is really cool from the bottom. The last time I visited, I was able to go like in the center and like look up and take some photos. So that was cool, but not this time. This time they had it like totally closed off so you could just walk around it. But it's really neat to look at with all the reflections and everything. It's just like a really, really cool art installation. So then I went into like the mall at the first like 4 stories of 30 Hudson Yards are like a mall. So the first floor is like really nice shops like Louis Vuitton. They have like a Genesis like car dealership. They have like all kinds of like really fancy stuff in there. Didn't spend much time there because I went to the second floor to do like normal people shopping where there's like normal people stores. So they had like a boba place. So this is a boba place, and you can see they have like a little machine here in the window like making the boba. I've never seen that before. So they have like the dough here, and then they put it in the machine up top, and then it like cuts it all up and rounds it, and you get all the tapioca pearls that come out of the machine. It's so cool. It's so cool. Yeah, I had to take a video. Even though it's kind of awkward, like the person is right there like making the dough. I didn't want to like make eye contact because I bet they get like a million people every day. But it was really cool to see them make the pearls there. So I did a little shopping. I haven't done much clothes shopping lately, but I went by the Uniqlo in there, and at Uniqlo they had this like really nice linen summer shirt, and I was like, damn, that looks good. So I went and bought this shirt, and I'm very, very happy with it. I was dressed kind of boring this weekend. I mostly just had like very plain H&M t-shirts with like slacks and then jeans. So I needed like something more. I need a little extra, even though it was so hot. Linen's made for summer, right? Linen absorbs water. It breathes very well. It doesn't really add much. So I went in on the linen shirt, really happy with it. It looks really good on me. I like that pink salmon color. So yeah, it was really, really nice. I'm glad I stopped in Uniqlo. I got like another shirt too. One for like spring and fall. It's like another long sleeve shirt. That's like a sort of a nice casual. I'm going in on the nice casual things these days. Then something funny happened. So I was trying to go to the Uniqlo, and then the fire alarm went off in the mall. And I was like, all right, well, guess I'm going to go outside now. So I went outside in the sweltering heat, and I went back on the High Line, which is, you know, the park, the linear park. And they have this crazy, like, red tree sculpture here. I read this sign for it. I can't remember what it's about. I think it's about environmentalism or something. But it's just a really neat art piece there. It stands out, like, from a mile away, because it's just this bright pinkish red color. It's pretty creepy, to be honest. Deathly Premonition core. Yeah. And then I went back into the mall, and I got my shirt, got my Uniqlo, and I got my peach tea drink from the boba place, which was tasty. So little fun little shopping experience. Always got to do a little shopping when you're in the city. I don't have a Uniqlo where I live, so it's fun to stop in. So then I had heard on Instagram that there was a Boohurt event going on in Central Park. So what, and I'm probably not going to describe it very well because I don't know a lot about it. Boohurt is like guys who their hobby is to like dress up in medieval armor and beat the shit out of each other in quasi realistic. I wouldn't call it a reenactment, but like there's rules around it. There's procedures. It's a hobby, and I would say a sport as well. It's really popular in Eastern Europe. It's really popular in Eastern Europe and like all over Europe for the most part. And I say popular, I'm like, it's like, I don't think there's more than like 10,000 people doing it, but like it's a thing. It is a thing. So I was like, all right, going to Central Park in the heat. So I took the subway up. This is in the middle of Central Park. I forget which pond this is, but this is looking southward towards Billionaires Row. So you can see the super skinny, super tall skyscrapers on Billionaires Row here. And this pond, which is just like absolutely covered in algae because it's hot and it's muggy, and it's summertime in New York City. So then I got to the area where they were doing the Boohurt. This was a little bit south. It was like right next to the art museum. It was right next to the art museum. So these guys were really cool. They had a group of, I think, six or seven guys there. 5 or 6 of them had armor. Have a good night, Hux. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming. This guy in the blue, he's the weapons master. He was running the event. He was very, very fun, very informative. He had a good rapport with the crowd. He had like good history knowledge and talking about like the armor and like what they do to prepare and how the events go and all that stuff, and just talking about like history in general. And in this match, he was facing off against the kid from the Bronx. So got this like short guy here in the red tabard, And they were going at it. They went at it for a couple of rounds. I think the weapons master won the first round, and then the kid from the Bronx won the second round. Really fun to watch. The surrounding crowd wasn't too big. It was really easy to just kind of like get a seat pretty close to the action. They were definitely very serious about keeping the crowd back far enough away so that no one got like hit or tumbled on. So pretty good crowd control. You know, this is just a hobby for these guys, and they were doing fundraising as well. I think they're on Instagram as, oh god, Gladiators. It's like Gladiators New York or something like that. Excuse me. So if you just look up like Gladiators Boo Hurt NYC, they'll probably show up there. So they were doing some fundraising for armor and things like that. Everyone was just having a good time. It was really fun to watch. And then they had, I got a couple of really cool photos of them striking each other. And then a couple of really good videos. This is a good photo. I like this one a lot. There was a lot of camera guys there to promote them and like get them good photos and videos. There was a guy with like an 8mm camera off to the side. So like the photo nerds and the video nerds were really like showing up. Hold on, I gotta clear my throat here. I'm just yapping too hard. So they had a lot of guys taking photos. There's probably a lot of good photos online that you can find. I just haven't looked yet. But yeah, really, really cool event. Got some video here. This was like a 2v2. Yeah, so they did a lot of fighting. I was surprised how much they did. I mean, the matches are pretty short. Like, they only last, I don't know, the one-on-ones probably lasted about 30 to 45 seconds. And then it's just like you're so tired after that because you have all that armor on. It's so hot and humid. So they needed a lot of time to like recover and get ready for the next match. But yeah, that was really cool to watch. I've seen videos of this from like Europe, but I've never seen any of this stuff in person before. So that was like really cool to see. And then on my way out of Central Park, I stopped by Belvedere Castle. This had been under renovation for a few years, and they had finished pretty recently. So I wanted to go check it out. It's a free castle you can go to in Central Park. Very, very pretty. Gets a little crowded, but you can actually like go inside and go up a couple of levels. So you can go up to the second level here, and then you can go up to the third level here, and just get like a nice view of Central Park and parts of the city. And there's like a gift shop in the first floor, of course. Hold on one second. Yeah, my throat is like sorry. This is the view, I think, from the second floor. So this is looking, oh man, I want to say northward. I think that's looking like northwest. Yeah, that's looking northwest. This is Turtle Pond or Tortoise Pond. And you could see like the whole crowd was like pointing at the turtles down here. So there were like turtles you could watch like swimming around the water. It was really cute. This was looking, I think, westward. Yeah, that's looking westward, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, nice views. Nice views from Belvedere Castle in Central Park. This was dinner. So for dinner, I wanted to go out to a nice place. So I went to a place in Chelsea. Was it Chelsea? Yeah, I think it was in Chelsea. I went to the Velo, which is a Swiss raclette and fondue restaurant, and they have a really nice charcuterie board. So they have 5 different meats on this board with jam and pickles and fig, and then of course bread. So I started with a charcuterie board of meats and a flight of wines. So they had like 4 different wines, like summer themed, which were all like really, really good. The first 2 were very good. I had a very nice dry white wine. I don't remember any of the names of them, but they were all really good. My waitress was really, really good in coming back and, you know, timing each one of my glasses throughout the meal. So definitely gave her a very good tip at the end. But this charcuterie board was excellent. It was so good. And then for like the entree, I got fondue. So they have these, you know, ceramic bowls, and they got like the heater underneath, and it's just like they have, I think, 5 different types of fondues you can select from, and I got the 3 cheese fondue, so it's 3 different types of cheeses. I know one of them was Gruyere. I forget what the other 2 are, but they all sounded really good. Very, very tasty. And then they bring you a plate of veggies, potatoes. So it's basically like potatoes, pickles, little slices of radish. And then, you know, you get the really long fondue fork and you stick it in the cheese and you swirl it around and you eat it. And it's so delicious. So I had a really nice meal of meats and cheeses. It was so tasty. Definitely recommend trying like fondue or raclette at least once. Definitely an experience. And the vibe of the restaurant was really, really good. So definitely recommend the Laveau if you're ever in Manhattan. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So then after eating all that tasty cheese, I went westward because I wanted to go check out Little Island and see the sunset over New Jersey. And then while walking there, you know, it's New York City, like tons of shit happens. There's probably going to be a ton of shit I'm not going to talk about that I saw just because it's not pleasant. But this was pretty funny. This is just like a dude on a scooter going up and down the street with music playing, and it goes a little something like this. Oh, and the lights. The lights on the side of the fucking bike. Anyway, that's pretty normal for New York City. Yeah, the more unpleasant things I saw were just like people just like losing it in the heat. Like I saw a dude like boxing a light pole. That was interesting. Yeah, lots of stuff happened that weekend. A lot of characters. This is Little Island. So this is a man-made island on the river here. It's made up of these, I don't even know what they are, big cement structures. They're like honeycomb almost. And there's like plants, trees. There's a venue there, like an amphitheater where they're having a concert. There's like just like a sit down park area with a couple of like places you could get food and drinks and stuff. It was just like a really cool vibe. It was Saturday night, so it was pretty crowded. There were a lot of people there. A lot of people wanted to go watch the sunset, but I had a pretty good view of the sunset from here before even getting on the island. So this is the sun coming out through the clouds. You can see some of the God rays here over in New Jersey. And it was just like a really nice evening. So sweaty, so hot and sweaty still. But it was definitely cooling down a bit by this point. And it was just very nice. It was a really nice sunset. And this is the view from Little Island there, looking toward downtown. So you can see One World Trade Center here. Yeah, just really, really nice view of the city. This is, I started heading back and I wanted to take the High Line. I wanted to go from the start of the High Line in the southern part of Chelsea all the way up to Hudson Yards. And there was this really cool Corvette there. So I was like, ooh, Corvette. And I took a picture. Just a cool black and white color. I like it. Very nice. Very nice. So this is on the High Line. Again, this is that linear park, where they turned an elevated rail into a park. So I was walking from this. This is like toward the start of it, and it's just, you know, really nice foliage. They have some art, you know, installations there. I really like this kind of like glass prism thing with some plants in it. That was really cool. I just really like that photo. And this is like right after the sun is set, so you're getting that really nice kind of twilight lighting going on as it starts to get darker. I forget what street this is, but this is just like looking over the High Line, out from the High Line over one of the many streets. This is my favorite photo from the trip, I think. This is like halfway up the High Line, looking toward Hudson Yards. So you can see 30 Hudson Yards there with the edge. We got some like lighting here coming out from the walkway. You can see benches. There's a lot of people walking along, and there's really cool architecture along the way. Like this apartment building had these kind of like bulging windows that looked very, very nice. You could really just kind of peek into people's homes and see like their bedrooms and stuff. And there was this one window which had a cute cat in it. So this cat was just sitting here, people watching, and you can see all the cat beds, all the cat seats that are like suction cupped to the window. So it was just fun, just like waving to this cat as it like people watched. It's a view of the Empire State Building from the High Line. Just really nice nighttime views. Love seeing old New York City architecture like this here. The old brickwork and everything. It's just so cool. So cool. Because a lot of this stuff along this path was like kind of like run down, shoddy, abandoned. So a lot of it did get torn down to make like the newer structures, but a lot of it's been, continued to be used for the last 100 years or more. Just really nice. Then after dinner, I went back to the hotel, took another shower. I think that was my third shower of the day. And then did late night karaoke. So I went up to 53rd, took the subway up to 53rd, did late night karaoke, had a really good time. Found out I'm terrible at karaoke. I'm extremely bad at karaoke mechanics. I need the singer. I need the singer and the song to sing along to. Because I'm just bad. I'm really bad. So I don't know if we're gonna have a karaoke stream anytime soon. We'll see. Maybe next year. Maybe for my birthday we'll do karaoke, and I'll actually like prepare for it. But yeah, I did like 2 hours of karaoke. This is like a very Japanese style karaoke place. So like, of course, private rooms. They have a machine there, like old school machine. Like, look at this shit. Pioneer from like 1992. You can see the Japanese text on it. I don't know what any of these knobs do. I know this one is volume because I was playing with the volume. But basically, it's a big laser disc player. It's a big laser disc player. So they've kind of like ham-fisted a setup together where they give you an iPad, and the iPad, you can look through all the songs on the machine, and it's like, it is good. It's like thousands of songs. They have English, Japanese, Korean. I think they have Chinese as well. So they have a huge selection. I mean, I think the Japanese and Korean lists are bigger than the English ones, because I took a peek at like some bands like Larkin Ciel and X Japan and stuff. They had like over 100 songs, whereas like a popular like Western band might have like 5, depending. But it was really cool getting like the proper like Japanese karaoke experience. Did order some food and drinks, which was cool. I really like that you could just pick up the phone, order some food and drinks, and they deliver it to you, and they're super fast about it. It's really nice. So I got a Blue Moon, and then I wanted some soda, so I got some Coke, and then I ordered got an order of takoyaki. So I got some takoyaki. Yeah, that was good. So Japanese karaoke, fun. I like to do that again with friends, because then it wouldn't just be like me singing karaoke the whole time. Yeah, so that was Saturday night. That was really fun. I remember when those size bags of chips were less than $1. Yeah, but I mean, you go to a karaoke place too, and they're gonna upsell it, right? They're gonna like add $1 or $2 on. Actually, for New York City, this is really fucking reasonable, to be honest. Like, looking at the cocktail menu and the beers, I'm like, oh, it's only like $10 for a cocktail, rather than like 18 like anywhere else. So yeah, wasn't too bad. I think they get that the clientele is going to skew younger, and we don't have a lot of money, right? Thank you, Saribot. Damn, Saribot's on a roll tonight. $10 for a cocktail is cheap. Yeah, it really is. And then, all right, so Sunday I didn't have much time. I had to head out by like 3, and then it was basically just like 3 to 4 hours of like, all right, what do I do? So I dropped off my luggage. I went to I went to B&H Photo Video. If you've ever like bought computer equipment or cameras or anything kind of photo or video or audio related, you know B&H Photo Video. So they have a big store there in Manhattan. They have a lot of really cool equipment. This is like the audio section. There's some really cool mixers. They had this cool setup with like synthesizers where they had like 10 different synthesizers in there. I really like looking at equipment like this. It's just fun. I'm never gonna buy anything like this because I don't need it, but it's just neat. And yeah, they have these synthesizers set up, which was really cool. All the blinky lights and knobs and places to plug things in. It was just really cool. And then I got ramen. Oh my God. I know a lot of people are like, oh, ramen in the summer, it's too hot. But I'm like, no, I want ramen. So I got really good ramen at a place a bit west of Times Square. God, I can't remember what it was called, but anyway, it was delicious. It was delicious. I got the samurai ramen with an egg. Ramen, samurai ramen with an egg. Very, very tasty, very thick, tasty broth. Oh, so good. It was so good. Nothing beats good New York City ramen for sure. Then I went to, I saw there was a figure store in Times Square. I haven't been back to Times Square in a while because like it's very touristy. I've been there like probably at least a dozen times now, and it's kind of the same every time. There's the toy store and there's the candy shop, but they had a figure store there, but it's a figure store where they only have things from SH Figuarts, and I don't buy figures from SH Figuarts. I don't really find their figures that attractive, but I did see a Suletta and Miorine holding hands, and I'm like, yes, my favorite Yuri pairing. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Witch from Mercury. It's really good Gundam show. You should definitely watch it. They're very cute. They're a wholesome pair. Definitely recommend watching that. Even if you're not a mecha fan, Witch from Mercury is a very good show, character-driven show. You should definitely watch it. It has its issues. I think the story is like way too convoluted. That's a problem, I think, in anime in general and sci-fi. They kind of like really convolute the stories because they think they need to do something new. But I'd say like, I give it like a solid 8 out of 10. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. That's Gundam. Yeah, I think I haven't watched a lot of modern Gundam. I've only watched like old Gundam, like the original series. I've seen some of Zeta. I watched stuff from the 90s, like Wing and G Gundam, but I haven't seen like anything past 2000. Witch from Mercury is the first Gundam show I've watched that wasn't set in the 90s. So yeah, but I really enjoyed it. It was really good. The animation was so good too, so solid. Really love the character designs. This pairing is just so good. They're so cute. Fuck. Anyway. And then I went to Kinokuniya. You got to stop in Kinokuniya if you're near Times Square and Bryant Park. Japanese bookstore. The first floor is very much like normie books. The second floor, it's all weeb shit. It's all manga, figures, art books. You will spend way too much money there because everything is marked up insanely because this is New York City. If you know where to get art books, I would definitely not buy art books here, but manga's normal price. So I'm working on The Witch and the Beast, which is one of my newer favorite manga I'm reading. It's like a horror manga, and which is weird because I'm not into horror, but it's so pretty. It's really pretty. It's very gothic. It's like, it's hard to place it in a certain time period. It's kind of like somewhere between the 1920s and 1950s, and it's very like European, like very French, but everyone's wearing like kind of modernish clothes, and it's about like witches and mages and demons and all sorts of supernatural stuff, and I definitely go check it out. So yeah, good stuff. And then they also had Dungeon Meshi. I watched the show, of course. I have controversial opinions about it, but I've been really interested in picking up the manga because I think I would enjoy the manga more. So I picked up volume 1. I read about half of it on the way home, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot better than the anime. I think you know, when you read manga, you can kind of like make your own pace. I think the pacing for me reading through the manga is a lot better. The characters are a lot, they come across as, I don't know, like more attractive, like in a character sense. And the art is just so good. So good. I love this artist. Her work is just so cool. So anyway, I'm gonna keep reading through the Dungeon Meshi manga. I do like it a lot. I was looking for Witch Hat Atelier because I've had that on my wish list for a while, but now that the anime has a trailer, you cannot find volume 1 and 2 in the bookstores. You cannot find volume 1 and 2. So there was volumes like 3 through 9, like all the way up to recent or whatever most recent is, but there was no volume 1 and 2. It was totally sold out, which is that happens in a lot of comic shops. It's like once a show gets popular or people hear about a show coming out, they just instantly sell out of volume 1 and 2, and then they have to restock. So I'll probably pick it up on Amazon or Barnes & Noble sometime. But yeah, looking forward to reading more Dungeon Meshi. And then I came home, and then I decided to take Monday off because I was fucking exhausted from the heat and all the walking. I walked, mechanics, I looked at my steps. I think I walked 20 miles over the weekend or more. I think I walked more than 20 miles. So it was a lot of walking, and it was hot. And it's hot girl summer. It's hot girl summer. This is a post-it note from a boba shop I go to. I just thought it was cute. I thought it was cute. Yeah. So that's my awesome weekend in New York City. Hope you guys enjoyed my little travel log. I like talking about my trips. I always take a ton of photos, and then like I'll look back at them from time to time, but like I don't like talk about them with anyone. And I don't know. I just like taking like a little bit of time to kind of get it all out of my head and reminisce about it. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm looking forward to doing more trips. I'm gonna be doing a few more coming up. I won't say when, but I'm gonna be doing a few more coming up. Yeah. So yeah. I think that's all I got. So mechanics, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Hope you enjoyed my short little travel stream. I am going to take tomorrow off because I got some things to do around the house. Thursday, I'm going to do Celeste because I got that on sale. And then Sunday, we're going to do a little race car go crunch, a little BeamNG drive physics simulator. And there might be some Gorilla streams in between. We'll see. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you so much. Well, I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you later. Let's see who's streaming. Oh yeah, and if you're in a part of the world right now that's super hot, please stay cool. Please stay cool. I got so hot over the weekend. I don't want to trudge around in the 90% humidity again. Who are we gonna raid? Oh, it's Kuro's still going. So it's Kuro, my good friend Kuro Daya. It's her birthday today. She's opening magic cards, and I want you all to go support her. She just went affiliate. She's got new emotes. I subbed for 3 months. Hell yeah, let's go. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.